Hello, good morning. Welcome to the channel. Today we'll be discussing about Jenkins, and we will be continuing our Jenkins series and integration with the web servers. So our main motive is this is my GitHub repo where we have all the website contents. So our concern is to create one Jenkins CI CD pipeline using as a GitHub repository, and we will configure webhooks, so auto trigger system, and the web application we will be using like web server, Apache web server. Our main project is creating this project will be create a CI CD pipeline and deploy a website in Apache web server hosted on AWS using Jenkins. So this is the diagram, architectural diagram. So the development will write the code and he will push through Git to GitHub. So GitHub is our repository. This is our repository where all the content of the code and all the details of the website is present. So this is our repo, and from there we will integrate Jenkins with the GitHub. We'll provide the integration URL to integrate for that, and we will be using hosting service AWS cloud, and we will deploy in Apache web server. And whenever the client access this server, let's say www.xyz, so the content what we are going to display, it will be trigger over there. Whenever there is a new code is pushed to the GitHub, automatically it will be deployed. It will be say a continuous integration and continuous deployment. So we will be creating this pipeline. So let's go to the Jenkins. Okay, before that we have configure one instance, that is Ubuntu OS system. Okay, we have already configured. If you are not aware of how to install Jenkins, so you can go in my playlist. There you will be finding the details video. So what is Jenkins is described about here, and how to install Jenkins and integration, installation procedure, and how to create simple pipeline. This is where we are going to find all the details for these two tutorials. So this is the third tutorial which we are following up. So you please, if you are not aware of the Jenkins, so you can follow up these two tutorials. Let's go for the third tutorial. So I already have accessed this server with the MOBA extern. So let me just show you. So I have Apache installed in this one, and Jenkins installed in this one. So if you check Jenkins, it will be showing that is an installed state system ctl status Jenkins. Okay, it is showing this is up and running. Okay, and if you press Ctrl C, to exit from there. And if you go and check it out, Apache installation, so we can know with this cd .var, the default directory .html. so I'm here. If you see here, there is a one index.html. okay, if I just want to access my Apache, so I'll be copying my public IP, I'll be pasting here, so I'll be redirected to Apache 2. That means our Apache 2 configuration also is completed. So what's our main agenda? Apache is installed, we have Jenkins. So now we will create a CI CD pipeline. So I'll be naming a Jenkins CI CD pipeline. So I have to click here. I'll be mentioning Jenkins CI CD YouTube. We will be selecting freestyle project. If you click here, you are directed to details where we have to provide all the credential details and everything. So let's see. We will be naming like CI CD pipeline for our static website. Okay, so I'll be taking SCM, source code management, the Git. So in the Git, I'll be copying the repo. GitHub. It is asking for the credential. Actually there is a two option. Now our repo is public, right? It's public. If your repo is private, then you have to provide the access token. So in this case our repo is public, so I don't require to provide any credentials, so I'll be leaving here. So let me go and check the main branch it is. So I have to mention the branch as main. Okay, main. Okay, what I will do, I will just click GitHub hook trigger for this one. So I'll be creating up. Okay, for this I will apply now. Now our pipeline is created, so let's try to build it. When I click on the blade, it'll start building up. So it is successful. Let me go and check. If you click here the console output, it will show you the details. This workspace is created where var library Jenkins workspace Jenkins CI CD. Okay, so it is created in this one. So one thing what we have done, we have created something is wrong. Something is wrong. What we have to do is, let me just show you. You have to edit this, rename. The reason for that, if you try to access in CLI, it will create a problem. It will consider as this two separate commands. So just you should not make any space or something. So let me create one more build. The build is successful. Let me go here. Now we will check it out the console. So it's showing that it is in Jenkins CI CD in the workspace, the results in there. So what we will do, we can go and see from there. Just I will copy the path. Then I will move to my terminal. So I will use cd command, then I will paste the same path. So I am inside this workspace. If I check here, you'll be finding all the content 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, if you go back and you click here, you'll be seeing all this content. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this CI part is done, so you can see it here. This is through CLI. If you want to check through the GUI, then what you will do, you'll just go to the second, then we will click here console output, then you will see the contents over here. Okay, is showing what is showing. After that, okay, a credential is done, it is done, it's fine, finished. Okay, now the part is that we have already like the code is pulled from Jenkins. Okay, let me just explain with this. From the GitHub, the Jenkins pulled the code and it saved as a result successful fail in one workspace. Okay, that workspace is different. Okay, it's not the same directory of Apache. So what you have to do, you have to link these both steps. That means whatever the result workspace is coming, that has to be copied in Apache. Apache is what the directory for default is var www.html. Okay, so what we will do, we will just give some of the configuration and permissions for that. Okay, so let's go. We have created one credential in the GitHub, public private. Okay, we already successful done these things. Sudo s is done. Now what we have to do, we have to move here. The reason for that, I'll tell you the reasons. If you go here and what is our aim, to just click here. Now what is our aim? To create the post builds, right? So we will get after the build what we have to do it. We will select execute shell, then we will write some of the commands. The commands already I mentioned here, just you have to scroll down, then you will be finding the commands over here. So what we will do, we will just copy this command. Okay, we will copy this command and we will paste here. Okay, what does it mean? That whatever the workspace results is saved in the directory of workspace of the Jenkins, that will be complete directory will be copied to var www.html. Okay, HTML. This is our directory. So the content default directory HTML. So this is the thing. So when you are going to copy the same integration part, then it will be copied and it will be deployed. So if you check here, it will not change anything. Okay. So what we will do now, I will be saving these things. So let me try and build now. It's showing failure. So let's go and check what is saying that. It cannot copy readme these files. It cannot generate copy, permission is denied. Okay, then the permission is denied. So what we have to do, we have to add some of the things. We have to do some of the configurations so that the Jenkins has the permissions to do this all things. Okay, so what we have to do first, we'll move to the var directory. So let me go to the directory cd /var/ww. Okay, let me ls here, ll. So you'll be finding HTML is one folder. Okay, after that what we will do, we will add some of the privilege for this. Okay, the privilege in the sense I will be creating one super mode. Okay, so what the details is given here. What you have to do is this option. So it will be adding www dot to the Jenkins. Okay, so you have to click here. So this is done. We already moved here. We will see with this command what is the list command we already seen, but one more time we will see that we have -l. Okay, we have this HTML file, one folder here. Okay, fine. So next step, what we will do, we will see some of the hidden files also, complete details of this directory, what files, what directory we are having it. So with this command, it will show all the details that we have one root directory, one two dot directory, and HTML directory. So next step, what we will do, we will do some of the addition, like we will add user mode data Jenkins. Okay, we will add Jenkins to www.data. Okay, we are adding the user, so it's showing it's already added. Okay, so now what we have to do, you have to go and check again once. Okay, we already successfully added Jenkins. Okay, fine. The next step, what we have to do, we have to provide the permissions. We have to provide the permissions. Okay, I'll be copying here permission. Then the directory of the directory is HTML, right? This is the directory. So now if you click, so it's showing that, see, the Jenkins is added. So this is the things, and this part is done now. So what we will do now, we will check with this one. Okay, ls. What we have done, we have added Jenkins to www.data group, and we have given permissions for the Jenkins in the same group. Okay, so now what we will do, we will try to just run one more time, so hopefully it will be success. Let me build now. It's showing failure. Okay, let's go and check what's the reason for that. It's showing .html copy or cannot create regular file, HTML permission denied. Okay, cannot create regular file, copy, cannot create regular file. Okay, fine. Okay, got it. Okay, so what we will do next step is that we will go and we will see what is the content in that. So cd HTML. So let me see what we have. We have copied this all content here, right? We have copied the content here. So what is saying that, what's the reason is saying? So here still I cannot access. Let me see, can I access here? I cannot access. The reason is that already this default this default HTML file is existing in the directory of this one. So it's saying that I have copied all the content from the workspace, but the problem what is there, we already have one more index.html. That's the reason it's not getting copied. So what we will do some additional shell commands we will add here. So I'll go here, I will click on the configure. Then before that, what we will do, we will add a shell command to delete the HTML file. Okay, so rm the path is HTML, right? HTML and index.html, right? Okay, so what we will do, instead of HTML file, we will give one star. That means whatever the content is there in the HTML, so it has to be delete everything, and whatever the first step what we have to do, the Jenkins will pull from the GitHub and it will save in the workspace. After the workspace is done, first step what will happen, whatever is present in HTML directory, it all will be deleted. So for that I have to give one more command, so it should not ask me the permissions. It will delete all things. Then what it will do, from the workspace, whatever the content is saved in the workspace, it will be copied to the same folder here, so it all will be displayed. So we are providing the content to the audience. So let me build now. See, it's showing successful. Let me click here and go for, let me click here. If you go in the console output, it's showing that it is saved in Jenkins CI CD. Okay, Jenkins CI CD, the YT. Okay, then it's showing there, first what he did, he deleted complete directory. Okay, complete directory, what was there in the directory, readme file, all the files. Okay, it's showing, see, readme file is deleted, about this file is deleted. Then what he did, this directory, in this directory, the first whatever the content is there from the GitHub which is pulled, it is copied same to this content here. So let me just show you. If I check now ls, you'll be seeing that index.html, all the content is gone. Okay, so now what we will do, we will refresh from here. See, this is the way we can have our our website hosting for this one. Okay, so basically static website, we have created one successfully CI CD pipeline. From there we hosted we made the integration from Git with the Jenkins, and we deployed all the content to HTML folder. Okay, which web server is used as we are using Apache web server. Okay, this is the fine. Now the next step what we have to do, we have done like pull mechanism, right? We have used pull mechanism. Let me just show you. If you go here, okay, I have built this successfully by clicking on the build now. So what happen if I click the GitHub hook trigger? So let me save this one. I will be moving here, then I'll be clicking on setting, then I will scroll down, then I'll go for webhook, then I will add one webhook. So it's asking me the password. So I have to provide this let me click here, then paste here, then I'll be deleting here, then I have to add the content. So the content is here. If you go down, I'll be providing the details like how you're going to integrate. So what we have to do, you have to add GitHub webhooks. Okay, GitHub webhooks. Let me check once again. Sticker GitHub / okay, we will be using JSON type. Secret I don't have because my this repo is private, is public, so I no need to add. So if I click add webhooks, it will be showing me, just to wait to check it. Okay, it's showing that is successfully done. So now what we did, we have, as per our requirements, so what we did as per our things, we have the Jenkins is taking the GitHub code from the GitHub, then it's creating a workspace as a build, and it's providing in our instance, EC2 instance. From there the content is copying to a Apache 2 directory, okay, that is HTML. So from there the client is accessing. So now what we have to do, we have to add webhook. What we will do, whenever the code is changed in the GitHub, automatically it will be triggered the Jenkins that the code, there is something happened with the code, can you please take and build and deploy it as per your pipeline. So Jenkins is like a serving agent. So it's like a waiter, or sorry, if you check the logo, you will be finding that it's like of a waiter type. So it will go, it will check from the GitHub, is anything happen here, is something addition or deletion happen here. If there is, then it will take and it will according to the pipeline, it will deploy all the things. So now when what we did, we added the git webhook. Okay, so I will go back to my repo. And there what we will do, we will open this readme file. Is there about HTML contacts.html. We will edit some of the things so that it should be triggered automatically. Okay, so what I will do, I will go down. Instead of Asim, I will write Asim Akram Cloud DevOps with Asim, right? So I have done some of the additions from here. So wherever I find Asim Akram, I will add the content here. Do we find anywhere Asim? Okay, so this is the one we have done in which page? Contacts. Okay, so I will commit now. It's asking me to commit, so I'll be committing here. So as soon as commit is done, so we will go and we will check, see is auto trigger, right? The auto trigger. So if you go here, so it's continuously, it's already saying that it's deployed. So now how you can validate it? Just clicking here. So let me go to the page contacts us. See, it's showing Cloud DevOps with Asim. You got my point? Let me show you once again. I'll be editing here. I'll going down. Where is a part which we have edited? Okay. Welcome to, we are adding instead of Cloud DevOps with Asim. So I'm committing now. It's asking me to commit. This is a second commit. So I'm be waiting here. I'll be just clicking here. See, this is auto trigger now. It's taking build. It's checking what is the changes have been done. So where it will be deploying. Okay, if you click here, it is deployed here. It is saved in the workspace of Jenkins CI CD. Okay, after that what it done, it has deleted all the content in HTML. Okay, then what it did was they copied the workspace to HTML folder. See, it's showing is copied to HTML folder. Okay, so it's showing successful. How I can let you know that it's successfully done? If you click here, it will be show welcome to cloud DevOps with Asim. So this is the part. Now you have done this part, right? So if you go back to the home page, if you go to the home page, then you are showing that it's not secured, right? So you have to provide SSL certifications. Before that, you have to provide this IP to your domain. So you have to go to your provider. There you can copy this IP address to their domain or subdomain as per your requirement. Then you can install SSL certification. So we already done this in our previous video of our web server series. There you can refer it. So I will be tagging that also. So thank you connecting with me. Hopefully this tutorial will be helping up. Whenever you're completed, please try to delete your instance. So this is successfully done. This is a basic setup you have done. So as per requirement, basic setup of the website, we created one CI CD pipeline, deployed a static website and the Apache web server hosted on AWS using Jenkins. The same step is followed if you have the Nginx also. So there's the same shell script commands you have to follow it. So you have to save the shell script commands. I'll show you this one. Let me just go configure this. If you go here, you'll be seeing two shell scripts, right? So rm, you have to delete first whatever the content in HTML directory, then you have to copy cprn all the content in HTML directory, these two posts. Okay, thank you very much connecting to me. Don't forget to check all our playlists. Okay, so you'll be finding very useful for you. Don't forget to share, subscribe. Thank you very much connecting to me, and thank you very much. See you with the next episode. Thank you.